Hi everyone, I'm going to talk about New Zealand's weather, how temperatures are in each season, and clothing requirements that are recommended for each season. Okay, summer begins in December and ends in February. Summer in New Zealand is moderate to hot, with temperatures hovering around 20 and 30 degrees Celsius. In most places, you can wear shorts and t-shirts or singlets during the day, adding a light jumper at night. While autumn or fall begins in March and ends in May. Temperatures during this time are a little cooler than summer, but the New Zealand's weather can be excellent. Suitable clothing includes light pants or shorts and a t-shirt or long sleeve top. It can cool off at night more during this season, of course, so make sure you're prepared with a warm sweater. Okay, winter. Well, winter begins in June and ends in August. Winter in New Zealand brings colder weather to much of the country, with snow in the south and rain in the north. You will need jeans for this season, so also you can wear long sleeve tops and coats in most places. And if you're heading into the mountains, thermals, gloves, and thick sweaters are also a good idea too. Okay, spring. Spring begins in September and ends in November. So, spring brings weather of all types. Expect everything from cold, frosty, clear days to sunny and hot. Make sure you are prepared for this type of weather if you're visiting during this time. Jeans are good and layers work well on top, as they can be added and removed depending on what the weather can bring. Thank you very much.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Catherine, and today my group and I will talk you about New Zealand. I'm going to talk you about the geography of the country. Well, New Zealand is located in the Oceania in the South Pacific Ocean, and it has 267,710 square kilometers, making it slightly smaller than Italy and Japan, and it's a little bit larger than the United Kingdom. New Zealand has 15,134 kilometers of coastline and extensive marine resources. That's why it is the fifth largest exclusive economic zone in the world. This country is composed into two main islands, the north and the south, um, and numbers of smaller islands located near the center of water hemisphere. The South Island is the largest landmass and contains about one quarter of the population. The island is divided along its length by the Southern Alps. The North Island is less mountainous than the south, and it's marked by volcanism. The island's tallest mountain is called Mount Ruapehu, which is an active volcano.
New Zealand's history and main facts. The history of New Zealand dates back at least 700 years to when it was discovered and settled by Polynesians, who developed a distinct Maori culture centered on kinship links and land. The first European explorer came to New Zealand in 1642. From the late 18th century, the country was regularly visited by explorers and other sailors, missionaries, traders, and adventurers. Some of the main facts about New Zealand is that they have two main anthems. One of them is God Defend New Zealand, and the other one, God Save the Queen. The capital city of New Zealand is Wellington, and the largest city, Auckland. The official languages spoken in New Zealand are English, Maori, and the New Zealand Sign Language. The ethnic groups are European, Maori, Asian, and Pacific peoples. The government are parliamentary democracy and constitutional monarchy. The head of the state is Queen Elizabeth II. The Prime Minister is John Key. The Speaker is Dr. Lockwood Smith. The Chief Justice is Dame Sian Elias. And about the Maori culture, we can say that the Maori people migrated to New Zealand only 1,000 years ago. They are a moderately developed tribe and have their own language, and the Maori language became an official language in 1987.
Hello everyone, I'm going to talk about the New Zealand food. New Zealand is an island nation with its water containing a large variety of fish and seafood. The consumption of fish has traditionally been low, as meat has been the main preference for meals. Breakfast. A typical New Zealand breakfast consists of cereal and some toast, which is accompanied by a cup of coffee, tea, or a glass of juice or milk. Sometimes, on the weekends, there is time for a cooked breakfast. This cooked breakfast can also be brought or eaten at coffees most mornings. A typical cooked breakfast has scrambled eggs, bacon, cooked tomatoes, mushrooms, hash browns, and baked beans. It is very easy to want to skip lunch after such a big breakfast. The lunch is normally something simple and not too heavy, since dinner is the main meal of the day. It is quite common just to have some sandwiches or hot pies for lunch, though some people enjoy the healthier salads and fruit. Sometimes New Zealanders have a Sunday lunch, which consists of roast beef and roast potatoes. Pumpkins are slowly cooked in the oven. The dinner is the main meal of the day and is eaten around 6 p.m. Fish and chips is another typical New Zealand meal, which is commonly sold wrapped in newspaper. They are cheap and a great alternative when you don't want to really cook. You can buy this meal at fish and chips shops, also known locally as takeaways. Finally, the lamb mutton. Thanks to the New Zealand's large sheep population, you can find lamb and mutton and just about every menu, and I mean every menu. You can even order lamb at New Zealand Subway restaurants, most of it fresh and New Zealand raised. So definitely give it a try at these ones. Thank you.